We're starting a little late because it's been just one of those slow go days. You know how it is. But we've got a bunch of PS2 games I've never played, most of which I don't think I've ever even seen, lined up for y'all today. Starting here with Cold Winter, which appears to be some kind of, like, immersive sim shooter nonsense. It seems very, very interesting from the little bits I spotted of it, and the, 2 minutes I tested. Now, there is a caveat here. The initial bit was incredibly blurry, so I'm a little worried that there's gonna be a problem there. I'm a little bit concerned that it will end up being blurry all the time. But it seemed like it cleared up after the initial bit, and based on context clues from the little bit I paid attention to, it seemed like it made sense for it to be very blurry at the beginning, but I'm just giving you all the warning on that now. And of course, as always, let me know if the volume's okay. It seems still a little on the louder side to me, but I also want to make sure you can hear the dialogue. So we may just work with it as is. A lot of the games you'll be seeing today, I have not personally even tested them. So there's a very real possibility things are going to just break wholesale today. This is just one of those days where I just didn't really have anything together. Because I was originally going to do more productive work stuff today, but I just wasn't feeling it. So I threw this together pretty much like an hour before the original start time. So just bear that in mind. And there's a very real possibility that at any time this stream could just disappear, because we are still getting piles of rain. So at any point, said piles of rain could make the power go out again like it did yesterday. So just bear that in mind as well. Neat thing I noticed with this game is it has a ton of announcer options, and I have no idea what these mean. So we're just gonna leave it as it is. I just found that interesting that there was a bunch of options in there. I'm assuming that's for the multiplayer, probably, since this does also have multiplayer. You can, of course, have multiple profiles. Oh, that's how I can do that without having to worry about the issue. Okay. I was gonna say that I didn't have a way of changing aim inversion until after I did the tutorial segment, but no, actually you could fix it in the profile apparently, so that works. That saves me having that aggravation. Because I have no reason to make a separate profile for this game, since we're probably at most gonna play it for like a couple hours today. Let's actually get into this game and see how it is. There is a level select and everything. You can't use it because unless you've actually gone to the levels. So let's see, we've got Amateur, which is the easiest, Normal, which is middle, Veteran, which is higher, and Elite, which is not available till you beat the game, presumably. We're gonna stick to Normal, because we have no idea what we're getting into.
Here are your orders. Target, Andrew Sterling. Ground, Chang Political Prison, Changsha Province, China. Tuesday night is our boys last on the block before execution New Year's Day, so make this quick and painless. Get in there, get to him, and do what you have to do. Leave no evidence, leave no trace, leave no records. This job needs to be clean. The prison itself won't be too heavily guarded over the new year, so infill shouldn't be a problem. Don't underestimate the place, though. Chang doesn't have the reputation as the worst prison in mainland China for no reason. It's corrupt and merciless. Keep unnecessary casualties to a minimum. Out.
Well, that tells us what we need to know. There's gonna be more, so we'll let the more happen.
One word. Information. You have control of it, you drive the deal. The other side has control of it, you take it from them. It's like a game of global marbles. Information passes from hand to hand. Stolen, given, traded, misplaced, found. The kid who has the most marbles at the end
Frames
of
are
the game
really struggling on that zoom in
Simple.
for some reason.
My name is Andrew Sterling. My game is over.
Yeah, I don't know why it's having so many frame issues here in the intro cutscene. I may just skip this cutscene here in a minute if it keeps behaving like this. I've got all the settings tuned to what's usually very good and compatible for most everything. This does not seem to be being agreeable about that. Gameplay was perfectly fine, so it may just be some of the effects happening here in the cutscene. Like the blurring effects and such may be freaking it out. Oh, he's definitely seen better days. Of course, this is why there's a rated M for mature warning on this game as well. Perhaps I should put the blood warning back up. I don't know how far it goes beyond this, though, as far as that goes. Oh, that's a finger. Not his white shirt. Oh no. Why are you wearing a white shirt to a torture session anyway? That seems hardly wise, really. Okay, yeah, the frames are gonna keep dying there. We're just gonna get out of that.
Christ, Andrew, you look terrible.
I can imagine.
Shh. We have to be really quick. Look up into the light.
Okay, I look at
Good.
light. Look over here.
And follow it here.
Already ahead of
And
you.
down. Here.
Yeah, see, it's staying at a solid 30 now. It just did not like the
No
cutscene.
signs of concussion or brain damage. None that weren't already there, that is.
Rude.
Ever the silver tongue. You haven't changed.
Shh. We really have to hurry. Here. Clothes, a medipack, in-ear comms, a silenced 9mm, and a data bomb.
You're an angel.
That's a
You
lot.
know it. Patch yourself up and we can get going.
Good. I've had enough of Chang's hospitality for 1 year.
So yeah, you know, just a med pack to patch up broken fingers and all the other injuries we sustained while being
Looking
tortured.
better already.
Exfil.
The med pack never
Active
runs
conjure.
out.
I'll
Huh.
explain.
Yeah, see, it starts to clean up after you stand up and get your head together.
Quick as you can.
One of the neat things about this game is the amount of context options you have with, like, everything. Like, we could flip this bed and use it for cover. You say R1 to throw things, but that clearly just shoots things. Yeah, you can flip it for cover. You can even interact with the buckets that presumably held a lot of our blood recently. Ah, that's what it means. When you pick it up, you can throw it with R1. Yeah, you got a meat hook here, you know, that's lovely. You can flush the toilet because, you know, details. Use the sink. The amount of ridiculous things you could interact with in this game is what really got my attention. Also, we're strong enough to just kind of, like, yeet this bench. Quiet, you. I'm playing with the environment. We don't want to be rude. Let's just close that behind us. Ah, there we go. Prisoner transfer form. Smith John on 2843-GW1, February 2002. Transfer prisoner number 20843 EGW to the condemned criminal cell block effective 3 February 2002. Scheduled date of execution 12 February 2002, 6 a.m. Those executions always happen so early.
This is where we split. I have other business that needs taken care of.
So I see. Your handiwork, I take it.
Unfortunate, but unavoidable. You may want to have a look through his pockets to see if he's carrying anything useful. And I really do have another job in Chang, though, as do you.
This other job.
Standard procedure. Locate the server room on the first floor, delete your records, and then upload the data bomb you'll find in your pocket. It'll propagate quickly and pretty much destroy everything on the network. We don't want anyone coming after you once we're out. When you're done, I'll guide you out. Stay in contact using the in-ear comms unit I gave you.
Understood.
We'll RV at the main gates exiting the compound. Good luck.
Main gate seems like a bad place to rendezvous under these circumstances, but you know what? It's an easy place to find, I guess. This is the other thing. You can combine items in this game. Some locks can only be opened using a lockpick. A lockpick is a combined item, meaning that is made by combining 2 or more items. In this case, a lockpick is made by combining a pair of wire cutters with a metal sprue. Okay. So we gotta navigate to combine. I need metal sprues, and then I can make the thingies. Where do I get the metal sprues from is the better question. He's just hanging out in his cell, he's fine. Oh, this is just open. I assumed it was gonna expect me to, like, break that gate open. Oh, there we go. Somebody's having a bad day, which, you know, it's a prison. People are kind of expected to be having a bad day in a prison. Break better. There we go. So I get the feeling I'm gonna need all the ammo I can get my grubby hands on. L1 is my jump button? Okay, L2 crouches. I don't seem to have an aiming system, so this is just the best we're gonna have. Like, I can't aim down sights or anything, which, you know, it's a PS2 game. Wasn't super common yet. You know, who needs gun when I have crate? Hello, sir. Enjoy crate. Okay, square is my reload button. Very good. He also was not particularly bothered by the crate to the forehead, but it may have hit something before it got to him. Sir, I'm looting your dead friends. I swear. Rudeness to some people, I tell you. Okay, now I just have an unsilenced gun in addition to my silenced gun. Under the circumstances, I probably should keep the silenced one. Aha, more armor. Because we appear to have a I'm guessing that speed thing at the bottom is a stamina meter, then obviously we have armor and health. So that's all useful information. You're gonna see me kind of struggling a bit here and there to move. That's because, you know, little out of practice with console shooters still. Haven't really been doing enough of them again to fully get back in.
Where are you?
On the first floor.
You're getting close. Look for a connecting cell block leading to the security wing.
Understood. I'll call you when I'm there. Out.
I was honestly expecting somebody to bust through that door and I was gonna need to use the cover, considering they told me to do it. Just gonna move this closer. Just in case. Shoot that man in the knee. Okay, the auto-aim is, as you'd expect for a console game, pretty aggressive. So I don't need to be too good. Of course, you know, they're going to be pretty good themselves. Let me get the blood and such warning on screen, though, based on how this is going so far. Just because it'll be a little bit better for people. That way. I'll leave the flashing part as well, because there does seem to be a decent amount of that. There we go. Always keep adequate content warnings and such available. Sir, I am searching your dead friends. We just had this conversation with somebody else a minute ago. It's a good thing we are first-person shooter protagonist bulletproof, as is tradition. Meanwhile, these guys are incredibly bullet vulnerable. I know you're not dead. Maybe a little bit dead in the skull variety, but you know. He just happened to run where I was aiming at the other guy, so it just didn't go well for him. Sir? Those are some good thud noises, though it's kind of wild how loud those are from the distance we're hitting them at. Oh, that's where you are. Oh, neat. The chain has physics. Look at that. Thank you for refilling my armor after you took it from me. Very kind of them, really. Kind of silly how many things you can interact with in this game, and yet we couldn't interact with the chain to, like, swing around or anything. Maybe they wanted to do them, they just couldn't make it work. Like, see, it does have physics. Can't whack myself in the face with it, though, so that's good news, at least. It does stop if it bumps into me, though. That's neat. Like, I can push it around. Again, PS2 game having things like that, kinda neat. It's mostly expected at this point, but considering the time... This guy's dead drunk. We'll just make him actually dead. I love how he actually has a separate label. He was a dead drunk guard instead of just a dead guard. Yeah. Guess I'm not going through there. It's not like I have a melee weapon or anything. And I can't pick up this man's table. Can I steal his chair? No. They didn't want to have to add ragdolling for these guys, I guess, when you pick their chairs up, so... Makes nothing but sense. More ammo. I'm assuming we're meant to go down through the floorboards here or something. Yeah, because this door don't work. Yeah, broken gate control lever. You dead? Yeah, you're very dead. Anything cool? I don't know why you would have, but you know. Yeah, you know, giving up would have been a good idea for you. Oh, free armor. Didn't really need it, but you know what? We have it. I keep hoping to find something interesting in literally any of these things that I'm opening. Not so much luck there, though, yet. Somebody opened a door. Heard them. The sound in this game is actually pretty good so far. Like, it's not fully accurate, but they're giving you a good amount of sound cues to use.
This must be it.
There's a bunch of guys across from us, but thankfully they're not paying attention.
Kim, I'm in.
Good. The computer system should be somewhere in the room. It won't be anything fancy, a desktop unit or something similar. Log on and delete all personnel files. Kim out.
Gee, I wonder where the computer system could be. Could it be the only thing in the room? Just gonna nuke their system with a data bomb.
Nice work. And I was worried you'd be rusty,
I'm not out yet.
but you're getting there.
Oh, that's a problem. Gonna assume that's the alarm. Now, what would be funny is if me opening the cabinet is what set the alarm off. Oh, that's the dead guard that was over there. Huh. Oh, I'm supposed to go that way. Apparently they just don't activate at long range, so... Huh. That's something to keep in mind, I guess. They're not the smartest. I'm gonna stop searching these guards for the moment, because they seem to only have ammo, and we have plenty of that. For the moment, anyway. I assume this is what my lockpick's gonna be for. Oh, never mind, we just... Right, because we looted a lot of keys. I suppose that's what you loot the guards for, is the keys. Now, you're just a cook, you're fine. You had nothing to do with a lot of this, you're just here to cook food, make sure people eat. It'd be rather rude to kill him. Now, admittedly, you know, he makes prison food, which is probably horrendous, but, you know. He works with what he's got, right? Right. That door's boarded up, but perhaps I can break it free? Uh-huh. No. Seems like that's not a thing I do. And what am I doing? Oh, right, there was the other door out the back of the kitchen. No? Oh, I can do a bit of peekaboo, though. Peekaboo, I kill you. Can't imagine why. Could it be because I popped my head out and started shooting people? Which I was kind of hoping would mean they'd come bust this door down for me. But seems like that's not how that works. Can I go through the window? You're really showing that wall who's boss there, bud. Gotta tell ya. Throw prohibited, drop prohibited. Okay, so there is a limitation on shenanigans as well. Good to know. Yeah, you can jump, so I presume the idea is you jump through the window here. Yeah. We found the courtyard. Good news, everyone. And now me and my pistol are gonna defeat all of these soldiers guarding this prison. One down. You know, probably would have made more sense for me to target the ones closer, huh? But, yeah, that guy needed to go. Another one down. Oh, this one found his way to me. Look at that. He didn't figure out how to get past the shutters that he apparently just walked into, but, you know.
I'm okay, Kim.
You had me worried there. Make your way through the doors. I'll be back in touch.
Thank you for the real gun to use here. Don't have a lot of ammo for it, but I'll take it. Now the music's kicking up as it knows things are happening. Ah, this is where I need the lockpicks. Okay. Let's go ahead and make a lockpick then. 2 of them. I'm just gonna wiggle it in the air in front of it. There we go. Ah! That's what I thought those red boxes were gonna be. Different ammo. Anywhere else I can go to get goodies? Before I go get myself in more trouble? And of course, fun fact. No sooner did I complain about the constant rain did the rain stop. Funny how that works, isn't it? Okay, this is not a game where you lose ammo when you reload, when you have ammo left in the magazine. Good to know, good to know. Considering how parts of this were, I had a feeling it might have gone that route, so I needed to check. Alarm button. I could summon more friends. That's not. Now there we go. Mission done. Secondary objective not completed. What was my secondary objective? We found the 3 weapons we were supposed to find. Our accuracy was not great. We found almost all the intel, and we did all the combining. I thought data bombing was my secondary thing.
Parish. We've got him. Uh-huh. Cleaned 6 months ago by MI6. Thorough job as well. The English spooks couldn't get to the authority records. Only reason we got him. Kim's on it. I'm expecting delivery within the next few days. You know she will. They've got a history. He'll be as good as gold. Aye.
I don't know why these cutscenes
no
run so bad.
identity, no family, no records. Our man doesn't exist. Invisible and perfectly disposable. Kim will scrub any remaining records on the way out. Sure, he'll do it. We've just come even again and he's clean out of options. Aside from retirement, we're as good as it gets. Farik? No sign of him. I've been scouring all reports, but nothing. Typically greasy. I'll send him after Salah. Should rattle the cage enough to turn something out. Aye, okay, until then.
Well, at least that got its whole thing through without dropping to pieces completely. Sounds like we're getting set up to be used, though.
Kim, I'm through.
Okay, Andrew. To exfil, we need to RV at the gates in the outer courtyard of the prison. Between you and those gates are 2 smaller courtyards, the catering wing of the prison, and about a dozen guards. You may need to deal with them head on. I've chosen the catering wing as it's likely to be quiet at this time of night, but take care. The guards in the outer courtyards are better trained than the goons you've been dealing with so far. Take every precaution necessary. Once you're at the entrance to the catering wing, radio in and I'll talk you through. Kim out.
I was wondering why it was going to be a problem that there was a dozen of them compared to the dozen or so I had already cleared out. That didn't quite work. It looked like it was lined up, but you know, what do I know? Alright. So much for subtlety. Got a little bit of extra sway to this that's messing with my side strafing a little bit. Thought he died. Turns out I hadn't killed him properly. Sprue and some stuff. Ow, that's my body. If you could stop that, that'd be great. Yeah, we really can make a mess of these guys, so good thing I put the blood warning up. Might have actually been better served making it a full gore warning, but I just won't stare at the corpses too much. Primary thing you're gonna see at a glance is gonna be the blood anyway. So far. So for all of these guys are supposedly better trained than the mooks we were dealing with before, I don't really see it. They move around when they shoot, which is definitely an upgrade, but they're still not that great a shot. They're certainly not doing a very good job of killing us. So perhaps they're not trying to kill me. Maybe they want to bring me back to the prison first. To the actual, you know, cell, that is. Hard to say. We don't know what their goal is. We know that they're not doing a very good job of it. We know that much. The New Year's celebration is doing a great job of covering for the fact that I'm making all this racket. What do we got? Oh, just another copy of the same gun. Well, we'll just close that up. I guess that's in case you didn't happen to check any of the bodies on the way up here somehow. Which would be impressive, considering the game repeatedly tells you, hey, check bodies. And you don't even have to look at them. You, like, walk next to them and their body prompts you. So, it's kind of hard to miss. Ooh, they weren't kidding about grenades. R2 for grenade. Yeah, that makes sense, considering R2 didn't do anything else. Hello? Here, catch. It's neat that you have a timer on screen for when your grenade's gonna go off, too. Oh, they threw smoke at me. That grenade apparently was not very effective. I could have swore I landed it in front of their crates, but I couldn't see it very well considering they smoked me out the second I threw it. Oh, dead elite guard. Who definitely no longer has a head. A lot of notes. I should probably read these.
Shit, they're locked.
Of course they are.
I'm at the gates to the catering wing, but they're locked. I need options.
Hold tight for a second.
What happened to the whole lockpicking thing we did before? I guess maybe it's a type of lock that I can't pick very easily or something. Just seems weird that I go from...
The only other route available to you is through the barracks. That's
I
your
guess the
target.
lock's not on this side.
No clear intel.
Okay.
Sorry. You'll be able to tell me soon enough, though. Out.
Yeah, I get the feeling we're gonna know real quick. Can I open this? Locate intelligence on guard density. Huh. That's neat. Maybe that's why I didn't do my other side objective in the previous levels, because I didn't know what my objective was. Nah. I have no interest in giving up there, buddy. Oh, you're in the window. Okay. Think he's dead? He ain't moving anymore. Oh, there we go.
It looks like there are only 3, maybe 4 men on duty in the barracks.
Okay. Still tread carefully, though. There's plenty of backup available in the outer courtyard. I'm overlooking it now.
Understood. Out.
If they want me to be clever about this, let's go back to being a little sneaky. I say as I'm probably going to get discovered immediately. But you know what? I'm at least going to try. 4 wire cutters that are still there even though I just took them. Huh. Well, best not to worry about that too much. Armor. Metal sprue. Somebody's sleeping. I heard snoring. Ah, can we make Molotovs with these empty bottles? Is that what we're doing here? Yes, we are. We need fuel, though. Which I do not have. Let's make a couple more... Right. Duh, you don't need multiple wire cutters. It makes nothing but sense. That's why I didn't take the wire cutters that were sitting there. That guy went running for the alarm, I presume. Where'd it go? What the... What are you doing? Where do you even... Wait. What? How? What? How did he die? I didn't shoot this man. He just died. He ran and freaked out on the corner here and then died to the bed. This is what I love about playing weird nonsense like this that I've never seen, is you encounter so many strange and magical things that happen that don't make any sense. Somehow got away clean on this whole situation as well. More grenades. I'd love to see it. Did, however, hear doors behind me. Doesn't seem like there was actually anything happening, but made me suspicious. Looks like shotgun shells, so I presume there's shotguns on offer somewhere. Which is probably the other weapon for this level. Why did they box off the bathroom? It's an odd decision. Let's look around here a little more and make sure I'm not missing that shotgun. I don't think I'm gonna use it, but I would like to know that it exists. You know? Why are there so many bathrooms here? Like, I understand there's a lot of guards on duty, so maybe they need more bathrooms to make sure they don't end up just queuing up, but still seems excessive? Yeah, excessive's the word. Ah, this is where the keys are.
Andrew, you have company.
I sure do. I also have very slow detonating grenades. Just minced that poor bastard.
Trucks block the way through.
Search it for arms and get out of there. I'm going to move into position near the exit gates. Come out.
Yep, that definitely cleaned up everything. Already loaded up on bullets. Oh yeah, we made a mess of some of these guys. Right, these are new guard types too. I should be checking these bodies in case there's new goodies. Commander just had smoke. Badly damaged armor. Yeah, I wonder how I ended up damaging that armor so badly. There's the pump shotgun. With, like, no shells to it, so I'm not keeping that. I don't like to use shotguns anyway. But this way we at least check it off on the list, you know?
Shape charges.
There we go.
Kim, I just found a way through those locked doors. I'm heading back there now.
You've got the key?
You could say that. I'll be through soon.
As soon as you are, I'll start securing the exit. I have visual on at least 2 small patrols. Out.
There is always more than one way through a locked door, and this is definitely my preferred way. So I'm fine with this plan. Now, how did you get there? I definitely killed everybody that was here. Did they come through and lock the... Ah, that's how I aim. It's R3. Still not great aiming, but better than no aiming at all. Slows me down moving too, which is not a bad thing. Gotta go.
Kim, I think we have a problem.
I see it. Just get into the outer courtyard and we'll deal with it. I should be able to make my way through to give you backup.
Understood. Out.
Just gonna run away from the helicopter. That seems like a good plan. Shotgun. So really, since the helicopter didn't just gun me down, I'm assuming it's not armed, which means it would just send more dudes after me, and we can handle dudes. I suppose it does make more of a splash than necessary. But you know, we nuked all the data, but we've been making a hell of a mess on our way out of here, so I feel like they're gonna really know that this happened regardless. Unless that bomb just keeps, like, eating data for a while. I'm assuming this is the storeroom in question. Bingo. By storeroom, they mean meat locker. Also, weapons storage for some reason. Gotta keep your ammo cold, clearly. I assume they probably just ran out of... They ran out of place to put things. Hey, you. Cook this. I was kind of hoping it would, like, knock him over or something. Oh, yeah, we did just get fuel. That's weird. Oh, wait, I know what's going on with that. That's a good question. Who do we have here? I might not. That depends on if you're someone who's made another account to circumvent and being removed.
Kim, I'm in the outer courtyard. Do you have a visual on the heli?
I don't. You?
Nothing.
Okay. Making my way across to you now.
Uh-huh. And why did you delete the old one? Ah. Still seems quite odd, but you know what? I'll accept that explanation.
Andrew! I have contact! I can't get across! You'll have to...
Deal with the helicopter myself, of
Incoming!
course.
Incoming!
Yeah, that makes sense. What is this ping? Is this important? No, this ping is not important. Deal with that in a minute. So I was right, though, that these helicopters just drop more soldiers, which are not really a problem. Well, if you wanted to get out of Twitch, why'd you come back? That seems counterintuitive.
Kim, do you have a visual on the heli? Repeat, I need a location on that heli.
Nothing! Wait! Incoming from the southwest! Your weapons are useless against it! Use the machine guns! Incoming!
Where are the machine guns? Ah, there we go. There's a machine gun. I'll have to wait for it to come back so I can hit it some more.
It's headed your way, Kim.
I see it!
That's understandable.
It's coming in
Regret
from
is
another point on the
is always an option.
Get ready! Incoming!
There's a lot of noise happening right now. I might need to turn this further down. Yeah, that's a little much. Let's go ahead and bump that down another step. It was okay before, but that much happening at once definitely got a little out of hand, so we'll just go ahead and lower that another 10. said, give me 1 second. I want to check something because I feel like I'm forgetting something. And it's gonna bug me. So, give me just a moment. First, I gotta remember how to do what I'm thinking about here. You ever have something just nagging in the back of your brain that you feel like you forgot? You just feel compelled to check that? That's what I'm dealing with right now, so just give me a quick moment, y'all. I swear I remember seeing something about another thing I was gonna do in a bit here, and it is escaping me. Then again, this is why when I try to check a dialogue I had with somebody, and we've talked about a million things, it becomes impossible to actually double check something. Yep. Understandable. If I remember what I'm trying to figure out there later, great. If not, that's fine. We'll worry about it later. I have no idea what you're talking about. You might be talking in the wrong chat there. I have no idea who you're asking about, so I can't help you there. There you go, that's better, yes. Pazzy is somebody that I do know, yes. I just was confused because you just asked a random name out of the blue there, and I'm like, what are you on about? It's JK Pazzy. You'd be able to find him easily enough just by typing Pazzy, though. I don't think there's any other Pazzys out there. Oh wait, no, that's Kim. That's on my side. Good thing I can't just shoot my allies. That would be complicating.
Good job. Thanks. Now let's get out of here.
I'm doing my due diligence and looting bodies first. Store some of that armor I lost, saving your life. Okay, we found everything that time. Still terrible accuracy, but that's fine.
Where's the transport?
A barge, waiting on a stretch of canal, about 100 yards from here. The captain's waiting to take you on. We'll split there for safety.
This whole continuing to split up thing really hasn't been working out.
Plans. I'll RV with you in Hong Kong.
I was gonna say the, like, tunic thing she gave me doesn't make sense as something to give somebody freshly out of prison, but I'm assuming it's meant to be a disguise?
This is it.
I feel like stealing a guard's uniform or something would make just as much sense.
What's my cover?
Oh, you'll love this, you really will. You're a dead man.
That is what I said, yes.
Get some rest. See you in Hong Kong.
That's fine.
In 1935, H.G. Wells wrote The Shape of Things to Come, where the world is saved
Oh,
from
the
the
frames
horrors
are
of
going
post-war
again.
destruction by a group of aviators calling themselves
Am I gonna keep frame rate for this
Wings Over the
cutscene, or am I
World.
gonna have to let it go? Yeah, it seems to be behaving again now.
A boy who
We'll
read
see.
that book in London in 1935 saw the film version in 1937 and was enthralled. He was barely an adult when the war came, but that didn't matter to him, nor to an increasingly desperate Britain. The war came hard, just as it did in the book. But H.G. Wells did not imagine nuclear bombs or death camps. And so the boy became a pilot, found that there were to be no wings over the world, and that the shocked post-war world was a very cold place indeed.
Not sure what that had to do with anything. Oh hey, we're not dead. I guess we weren't murdered, we were...
Sleeping Beauty.
Huh.
Jesus, Danny, you don't give up, do you? 2 weeks now and you've lost
Oh,
how many
I
games?
see the idea.
You always were a terrible chess player, but fuck, these days.
Come over here and sit down, bastard. I'm letting you win to aid recuperation, like.
Howdy Bug, this is Cold Winter, a PS2 game that I just kind of found, so I'm like, yeah, you know what, let's try this. It's a bit of a mess, but it's been interesting so far. How you doing?
I don't know. The thanks I get.
My company for 3 weeks. Thanks, enough, I'd say.
So, what are you gonna do now then, Kasparov? Now you're all mended and fit. Back to rainy days in London. Bit of bodyguard work. Odd lecture on security here and there.
Dunno. Though I might grow a bone beard like yours, get myself sorted with a pipe and slippers, grow old, fat, and lazy by the beach.
Christ, Andy, you may as well throw yourself off the balcony right now. We hard men like us aren't engineered to sit still waiting for death, manky fingers or no manky fingers. And those are some seriously fucking manky fingers.
The boy had issues.
Clearly. Andy, I'm doing well here, man. Things are good. Seriously good. Didn't get this by chance, you know. Didn't get this smoking baccy in a working man's club in Hastings. On my ass getting hemorrhoids.
Camera
as life passed me
angles.
by.
What are you offering, Danny?
I have more work on than I can handle at the moment. Much more work. I want you in, man.
This game's getting long in the tooth, Danny. I passed my shelf life 10 years ago. I mean, you can't want to go on much longer. You've got to give up at some point.
I can't, Andy. I've no option. This is important. Really important. Say I cut you a standard 10%.
10%? Fuck. Come on, Danny, don't insult me. Not after all this time. Not now. Manky fingers or no manky fingers. Look at this fucking place.
15%.
I want 50%. Plus that 5 mil you still owe me from Cartagena.
Cartagena? Huh. 20%. And the 5 mil.
25% and the 5 mil gets you a deal.
You're a bastard. You know that, don't you?
On
See, I was thinking
completion, all the
25% to
papers,
begin with.
a Swiss deposit account and an expense account. Sort me out an offshore as well, will you? Something nice and quiet on an island somewhere. Steady margaritas in the sun.
Okay.
You got it. You got it. Deal, man. Deal.
Don't suppose SIS left much of me lying around.
What do you think? You're as dead as they come. Funeral, honors, and all. It's an easy job. Nice, easy job. Look
They always
after
say
Kim
that.
on a hit in Africa. Bit of intelligence collection. Nothing too dramatic. More detail will be given to you en route. It's good to see you, Andy. Good luck.
Should they really be discussing all this in front of her?
Andy, you're to escort Kim to a small garrison town near the Katara Depression. Initial info will be by crop plane, landing at a small farmstead in the desert 40 kilometers beyond the city limits. The family there are friendly, but don't get excited if they're carrying. They're risking their lives helping you out. Be nice. They'll ferry you overland in the back of one of their fruit trucks, leaving you at a safe house our local contact has set up on the outskirts of the main city. Once you're at the RV, Kim will give you detailed orders. The main target is a businessman, and I use the term lightly, called Amankat Ali Salah. Fundamentally, our client doesn't like his business and wants him eliminated. Kim will carry out the hit. You're in for support and disruption as and when she needs it. Further information on the location of Amankat Ali Salah's current special project is also needed. Kim should be able to get this during the hit, but be ready to get your manky fingers dirty if necessary. I'll be in communication.
Safe bet we're gonna end up having to do all the work somehow. But maybe we'll get lucky and she'll actually be able to get the job done and we'll just actually be only on support duty. Let's find out. Okay,
Andrew,
I have camera
I
control.
need you to protect the safe house before moving into the main area of the town.
Oh, you're up there.
Take the 3 remote cameras I've given you and place them in the locations our contact is marked, avoiding the town square at all costs. We don't want any contact until the cameras are operational. Ideally, we don't want any contact at all, even with civilians. Once they're in place, meet me back here at the safe house. I'm keeping the door to the upstairs room locked until you're back.
That's wise. At the same time, you know, I guess we would be more obvious if we went together. And she is capable on her own, even though we had to rescue her once already. She did rescue us first.
One in place. Over.
Testing. Connection good. Out.
Easy there, I'm just moving the crate out of my way. Not doing anything suspicious.
Number 2. Over.
Testing. Connection. Out.
Well, obliterated that crate, you know, that one's on me. Ooh, goodies. Yeah, all of this, like, moving objects and everything for a PS2 game really caught my attention. So it's like, yeah, you know what, why not? Let's mess about with this. And see what else catches my eye as we go along today. Nice, easy day, as opposed to anything that I need to really think through too much. Yeah, he's all kinds of upset because I was obliterating crates with my bare hands. I'd be a bit concerned if somebody was just chucking crates around too, honestly. These cameras are not subtle, by the way.
That's the last.
All cameras operational, Andrew. Return to the upstairs room at the safe house. Out.
No, this is supposed to go back where it was. What do you want about? I feel like they're suspicious of me just walking around planting cameras. I'm sure it's fine.
Good work. Those 3 cameras cover all routes to the safe house. If I get any activity while you're out, I'll let you know via comms. Otherwise, we maintain radio silence. You can use the screens at any time to monitor street-level activity.
What's next?
Our intelligence indicates that Salah's base of operations is a garrison in the new part of town. We need to infiltrate this garrison to get to
Can't
Salah.
open that side.
To get into the garrison, we need the blueprints. Our contact should have acquired these blueprints for us. Gain entry to the old hostel across the town square, meet our contact, and collect the blueprints. He'll be waiting for you. Only get back in touch once you have the plans.
Of course.
Guard density.
This is a garrison town, so it's likely to be high. Pick and choose your fights carefully and avoid contact for as long as possible.
So don't just wipe out the entire population.
Hang on, Andrew. Looks like we have company. One of Salah's patrols.
Of course
Be
we do.
careful as you leave the safe house.
Easy job, they said. Gonna be just a nice, easy support job, he said. Remember, if somebody tells you it's a milk run, it's never a milk run. It's never that easy. Really, you would think I'd be able to just put my gun away and then just blend in on my way out of here. So, I suppose, regardless of weapons, we'd be a little out of place around here. Just gonna preemptively get as much ammo as I can, because I have a feeling we ain't gonna have any luck on the way out of here. Not just dawdling around in my way, so that's good news. You keep it cool,
Sounds like
bud.
the sewers run underneath here.
Oh, never mind. Wow, they suddenly got way tankier. Yeah, I had a feeling they were gonna get on that gun. Thankfully, it made him a nice, easy standing target. What is this? Oh! Oh, you must have heard the gunfire and came back from walking through the door. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, using this over distance, not my finest plan. That container will take care of him, though. Come here, you. You're lucky I can't run any faster than this. That looks more my speed. This is gonna blow up. No, I think it already did blow up, actually. So about that whole don't wipe out the whole lot of them thing, that doesn't seem to be what's gonna happen here. To no one's surprise. Alright, the ads are playing, so y'all are missing little bits here and there. We'll hold off for a moment till the ads are done then. I will actually take a moment while the ads are running to quickly refill my drink, so I'll be back in a second. Okay, we'll be back in action here in a moment. I do want to remind y'all about that sub-goal that's down there. That will open up a art giveaway here, and a second art giveaway on socials It'll be for anything that is currently available as a commission. Winner will just get to pick what commission option they would like a freebie of, essentially. That will end up being just a keyword giveaway here in the chat, and then just a standard like and repost giveaway on socials, if that goal gets met. So, now that everybody's back from ads, I want to add one other thing to that sub-goal, and that is, if y'all, by some miracle, alongside getting the sub-goal done before the end of the month, get me up to 950 for followers, which is 18 away currently, I will double the amount of giveaways. Yeah, for those in ads, all you missed was a little bit of shooting. I went and refilled my drink, and now we're just moving on with our lives. I realized a little late that the ads had happened. I'm not at the top of my game today, as you might imagine. I feel like this weapon should not be loaded with 7.62, but what do I know? I feel like that is incorrect. But it might be for gameplay reasons they just made it load that instead of what it would normally be. 'Cause that can be a thing sometimes. I suppose technically you could rechamber it. It would just take some doing. The door of music stopped. What? What? That's great! Music just dies when you cross this threshold here. You walk over here, music gone. You step back, music back. Gone. Back. Gone. Back. Huh. You know, I think I broke it now. I did it too many times. Now I'm just alone with my thoughts because of my life choices.
Stuck. I'll need something to lever it open.
There we go, now it's back. I'm assuming the crowbar is not a combine. Yeah. It'd be kind of weird if I just made a crowbar in my pocket. Kind of funny, though.
See if you can find an alternative way in through the town square. The buildings there adjoin the hostel. Come out.
I need to go find the crowbar back here somewhere, then. If I were a crowbar, where would I be? Not on the melon stand. It'd be kind of weird. Up here, maybe? That would make a degree of sense, but I also see goodies I did not claim. Like fuel for making Molotovs. I do wonder when we're gonna run into the part of this game that explains why I've never heard of this game before. Because there's always a thing we run into with these weird games. And it's like, oh, that's why nobody ever talks about this. Oh. Huh. Like, don't get me wrong, there are usually cases of good games getting ignored, too. There's, like, so many games which is, like, a single section that it's like, you know, I could see this being the whole reason nobody really talked about this. It's got so many neat ideas, like being able to move these awnings to make cover, flipping tables, all the little physics odds and ends going on for something at this stage. But then again, this is also the same time period where things like Red Faction and such would be existing too. So it's impressive, but not like this is the first thing to do this
I'm in the
impressive.
apartment block.
Our contact said he would wait for you on the first floor. Look for him there. Out.
So is that which first floor is that? If it... Oh, I would presume it's not the American first floor, which would be above... Actually, you know, I'm not sure... Now that I say that, I'm not sure which one's which off the top of my head anymore. Oh, I'm finding my way down a floor anyway, it seems. Best not to worry about details like that anymore. Ah, contact, I presume.
Here.
Talk to you in a second.
So, you are Parrish's man. You come for the blueprints, yes?
You
Exactly.
I wish I did, but I don't. Salah's all jumpy and paranoid at the moment. Got his men real scared. His partner, Mahmoud El-Fariq's running some big out-of-town event, so they're saying. Nobody's touching the black market for fear of crossing them. Salah's terrified of Fariq. Everyone else is terrified of Salah. A vicious circle. I can tell you this, though. Hanif Hassan, Salah's head of security, lives in the Pyramisia apartments in the new town. He keeps a copy of the blueprints in a safe in his room. You could do worse than trying there.
How do you know that?
The address is on the wall there. I've also managed to get hold of some hardware you may find useful. Here, the keys.
You know what?
Kim, your contact's drawn a blank, but he's given me the address of some player in the new town who has a copy of the prints.
Okay. Get over there as quickly as you can. We can't do anything without proper intel on the compound. I'll patch into HK's network and let Danny know the change of plan. Out.
Yep, there's where it's all going wrong. When it was crackling like that so much, I'm like, she just got caught somehow, didn't she? So it's just all falling apart. But no, it's not falling apart completely yet. It's just starting to. Ah, this leads back around to the sewer bit that I saw. Okay. Good to know. Now, what can I do with that information becomes a better question.
Fuck. Not getting through there in a hurry. We have a problem, Kim. I've just lost my only way through to the new town. Alternatives?
According to my plans, a network of sewers runs underneath the city.
There
I
it
think
is.
I passed a manhole down to them earlier.
There's the alternative. Get back in touch once you're in.
For wanting radio silence, we are chattering a lot. Because this guy apparently just doesn't want to solve any problems on his own. Oh, you guys are durable. There you go, not so durable without a head. Ah, well, it's just got grenades. As much as I do like those, do I have the parts for a lockpick? No, I don't have wire cutters. I ain't gonna be bothering to come back for those, that's for sure. There's the crowbar. Cheers, bud. That's mine now.
This could be useful.
Got wire cutters on you? Nope, you got body armor. I'm gonna moldy bread. I do kind of wish that these dead bodies actually were yielding more useful things to me than just armor. Because it really does make it feel less useful. Like, it's one of those things where it's like, this is a neat mechanic that they've done, like, nothing with. And why is there another crowbar right here? Did they really... Well, no, actually, they're probably right to think that people are that blind. Grenade launcher? Now I've got a choice to make. And, I think it's an easy choice to make. Subtle approach, goodbye. Grenade launcher, hello. Obviously not gonna just use it right here, right now, though. It'd be a little overkill for just this one man. Get the feeling, though, that it's gonna be useful to have that grenade launcher in my pocket. Got a very odd assortment of things for us to play around with, though, today. And we're probably gonna swap to the next one when we hit the next ad break. Give or take. More goodies. What's in the box? More ammo. Yeah, the corpses and the boxes both start to feel a little bit pointless after a while because it's just more ammo and more armor, which is useful, don't get me wrong. And on higher difficulties, it's probably required to sit there and keep busting those all open and grabbing everything.
Got it.
Huh. Just kind of tap the manhole cover and it opens. I could probably just run away down the manhole. He really thought he was gonna get on that machine gun and something good was gonna happen, huh? Oh, here. You enjoy that. Turns out you can lose health even with armor, by the way, because I just took health damage from that guy. I think it was him, anyway. Oh, look at that! We leave bloody footprints! Detail! Neat. Anyway, down the hole we go.
I'm in the sewers, Kim.
Okay. You're looking for the main circular chamber. From there, an underwater pipe should lead you to a location near the new town gate.
Well, this seems needlessly dangerous. Oh good, there is a ladder. Assuming the ladders aren't more dangerous in this game. Yep, they seem good. These seem like well-behaved ladders, unlike some game systems. Explore the adjacent sewer system. I mean, there's a lot of goodies there that have washed down the drain somehow. I see why they would suggest that I explore that. Oh, I'm underwater. Do I have a breath meter? I don't see one. Oh, yes, I do. It just takes the place of the go fast meter, which there must be a sprint based on that other meter we had. I just thought about that more. It's probably left stick click then. That'll be the sprint. Really? Man's just sitting here shooting fish in a barrel and I'm the fish. Okay, I cannot just hop out of the water, it seems. Oh, there we go, yeah. The way I was going before I got shot. You know what? That makes nothing but sense, as it turns out. Does seem like there's crouch jumping.
Good luck. Out.
Hello? Hello? Nobody here? Nobody here. Hey, end of stage. We didn't do the sub-objective, whatever it was, but we did find all the intel. We just didn't combine all the items, because I missed the wire cutters somewhere.
Mengat, you pig. You look like shit. If I was there, I bet you'd smell like shit as well. Fizzy scab. I hope you're not making a mess of things while I'm away.
All is quiet, Mahmoud, so you can get off my back. Sounds like some of the men are getting overexcited in the old town, but nothing out of the ordinary, you know.
That is stinking rats. I'll shoot them myself if they damage my statue. How's the work coming on around the
statue, huh?
Well, the last time I checked good, the carpenter's complaining that his scaffolding's rotten, but...
When doesn't that man complain? I'll cut his tongue out myself if he complains again. It's Fizz. Fizz, Hammercut. You fucking tell him that. After the catastrophe last week, I'm surprised he has the balls to show his face.
I'll pass on your most sincere appreciation of his hard work and tireless endeavors to please you. So tell me, how are things there, my friend?
As you can see, things are coming
Frame rate
together.
on his camera here is terrible.
This will be a fine event. A fine event.
They planning a coup
What
or
the
something?
fuck are you doing, you crazy? I told you to be careful with that.
Oh, so sorry, sir.
What's that symbol on the box?
Sorry? You worthless piece of shit. Give me your gun.
Sir, I...
Give me your fucking gun! Fucking maggot! Emmett Cut, I apologize for the interruption. As you can see, apart from the odd wrinkle in need of a hot iron, things are coming together nicely.
That is octopus, I take it.
4 units of sublime engineering. Our clients will be most happy. Most happy.
The Russian twins?
On their way, safe and sound. They should pass through the mine within the next day. 2 now, more to come.
Here's better news still. Payment has made our account. Your backer certainly keeps his word.
Half?
Half. The full 50%.
Wonderful. I'll pass on my thanks when we speak later. How's the mining operation? Is the delivery ready?
On its way to you, my friend. On its way.
I knew I could rely on you, Amenkat. Well done. You know the drill, though. Any hiccups, any problems, and I want to know about it. Hear me?
It's weird that he looks at the camera
Don't fuck
and
up
then
now,
looks
my
at
friend.
him.
Any problems, any at all.
Any at all? Any at all?
Why don't you have the camera
We
where
speak again in
the
6
where
hours.
he is,
Don't hear from
so it's
me.
more natural?
Some things come up. Keep wise.
6 hours, my friend. Out.
Oh, then again, he probably had somebody holding the camera for him instead of
Andy,
it being mounted somewhere.
According to the map, you'll find the Pyramesia through a maze of narrow streets in the new town. It's a 3-story apartment block with the better apartments having balconies overlooking a small square to the front of the building.
Okay.
Some of Salah's best men live in these flats, making it an ideal location for an ambush, so move very carefully through the area. You've shaken the nest enough for there to be plenty of activity now, so take care of yourself. The streets around this safe house are crawling with Salah's men, so I want to move on as soon as possible. It's only a matter of time before they start a house-to-house search, and I don't want to be here when they do. And I've been in contact with Danny. He knows we've had more contact than originally planned, but he wants us to press on with the mission. We're to provide a status update no later than T+3 hours. Kim out.
I mean, it's kind of hard to not have more contact than intended when I run into the entire force in the town. Can't help but feel that this plan's going to continue to fall apart. Which I bet they took my grenade launcher away. Since we're in a new level. Oh no, I actually got to keep it. Look at that. That's a first. Most of these games take your guns away and annoy the hell out of me. This is about to be a shame for this guy. Subtle approach. You flip over cover and then you stand fully upright behind it. Like, that's a great idea. Do you think I'm stupid and I'm gonna shoot for your foot? Maybe that's their problem. The whole lot around here's in defeat, so they're focused on shooting the foot. So they think that at knee-high cover is safety. Maybe they've just got a thriving market for that, so they think that if they don't get shot there, that they'll live no matter what. That didn't sound good for him. Yeah, we've had the M320 before. Right. We've certainly made a mess already, haven't we? Remember, stealth. Much stealth. Very subtle. Metal sprue. Come with me, trash can. You shall barrier me from all enemy fire. Of course, you know, the second I start hauling the trash can around, nothing happens. It really is my protection. Smoke grenade, huh? I can't believe it's actually working. The trash can's blocking the bullets. Oh, lost the trash can. Just walk out there holding a damn trash can and get away with it. Incredible. That didn't go where it was supposed to. I also have expected that to bounce, I'll be honest. Turns out it doesn't. Today I learned. It wouldn't have gone well even if it had bounced, but, you know, console aiming. I found a Molotov for free. Saves me having to make it. This is a fake door. Okay, understood. It's a shame I can't pick their corpses up and use those as shields. That'd be very fucked up, but also very funny.
The apartments can't be far from here.
Hello? Glad I can see through this thing for some reason. Yeah, you just kind of drop thing. Oh, there's a grip limit. That's the other thing that the stamina meter down there is for, as it turns out. Ooh, hello, I can move these. This gives me ideas. Yeet. Not quite as good an idea as I'd hope, but it was a neat plan. Go, trash can. Oh wow, you can actually hurt them with them. I actually stunned him by hitting him in the head with a trash can. That's nifty. Nobody over there. See, I was disappointed when I threw a crate at somebody in an earlier level and nothing happened. I guess I must have just hit something before it hit him like I thought I did then. Oh, so I guess there was somebody over there. He was deep in there somewhere. Fair enough. Still dead, but you know, he had a chance to live. He could have chosen not to get involved. Okay, yeah, sprinting is left stick. Understood. Notice of vacancy. I have this feeling that that notice of vacancy is going to somehow be inconvenient to me. Like, that's the room where the guy I'm looking for used to be. Especially since the area continues past where my door here is. Yep.
Damn. Locked. Open up.
No way. We're shut. Go away.
Kim,
We're
I'm at the
closed.
Pyramids, your apartments, but the manager's barricaded the door. Is there another way in?
The sewer network is just as extensive in the new part of town, and most of the buildings drain directly into it. If you can get down there, you should be able to come up through the basement of the apartments. If you run into difficulties, let me know. Out.
Oh, don't worry. I'm gonna run into difficulties, I'm sure. Okay, so if you throw those around too much, they do go off. Noted. We've learned something here today by losing most of my armor. Nothing new about that idea, though, huh? Thankfully, there'll probably be plenty of armor right here. Or plastic explosives. You know, sometimes that's better than armor. And by sometimes, I mean most of the time, at least for me. Who needs armor when I have trash cans anyway, right? Trash can is friend. Trash can is shield. Dumpster, also shield. The things I do just because I'm allowed to, I swear. Also, the mechanic doesn't entirely even need to happen because I can just slam my body into it to move it without using the stamina meter. Haha, I brought cover with me. Neener, neener, neener. Isn't that neat? I can just bring my own cover. It's like bring your own beer, but a lot safer.
This must be it.
How much do I bet my crowbars magically disappeared? No, actually, I still have it. What a time to be alive. Considering my armor's gone, let's actually go ahead and actually check these bodies this time. Get ourselves some armor back. A lot of nothing there. Hello.
Incorrect password. Guards! Guards!
There actually gonna be people that show up? Oh, yeah. Well, that's neat. There's actually consequences for trying the random intercom. Look at that. More you know. Anyway, back in the sewers we go. Whee! Presumably these sewers will be guarded just like the other ones were. Just like one dude who just has to hang out in shitland all the time. Hang out with the rats. Oh, I need to get a
find a way up there.
Oh, no sooner did I ask the question, did he answer the question? Gonna go out on a limb and assume I can't just jump up there. Like, ramp my way up. Yeah. Yeah, especially if he doesn't jump when I tell him to. That doesn't help. Yeah. It's probably like a box or something I can move. Or a whole thing over here. Oh. Flood it. Yeah, that makes sense. There we go. Well, this was rather abrupt. Just suddenly I'm underwater now. Didn't even show us getting flooded out or anything, just suddenly I'm underwater. These water controls feel correct, but not ideal. Let me put it that way. There we go.
This must be the basement of the Paramecia. Okay. Now to find Hassan's apartment.
Gee, I wonder how he figured out this was the basement of the Paramecia. For those only listening, there's a sign that says Paramecia right in front of my face. That's the joke.
الو نعم هذا البريميسيو نعم هو هون انا
Hold that thought.
هو برا بعد الطريق
Now you can ramble on about whatever that is.
بعد ناس عجل عجل
I'm assuming they're upset about what's been happening. Knock knock. Oh, you're a civilian, you're fine.
Leave me alone, please.
Got any keys you could give me? You do, thank you.
Leave me alone.
Take the alarm clock
please.
too. Don't mind me, I'm just gonna break into your back room here. You could have just opened this for me, you know, but clearly I gotta do it myself. Man! Oh, there's just a sawed-off shotgun in there anyway, I'm not that interested. I assume I'll find it somewhere else, probably. Okay, that's twice we've found a notice of vacancy now. I'm kind of concerned that that's actually going to be relevant somehow. Anything in these couch cushions? Nope. Nothing. What in these drawers? Nope. Nothing. Chair has physics. Huzzah! Like, the biggest problem I have with this game is the way this guy moves like he's attached to a swivel chair himself the whole time. He takes extra steps on every move he makes. It's making navigation slightly tricky. But other than that, this game's great. Hello? Bathroom. You know what? I'm not gonna ask why there's a random wooden chair in the bathroom. We're just gonna let them do what they want to do, and we're gonna walk away from that. Howdy, anxiety. How's it going? That's the wrong button. That's the right button. Go ahead and pick my way into this room and find out if this is worth my time. Hello? Lights are on, but nobody's home. Lots of flakes of some kind. This flakes is the only word I can read on that blurry texture. I don't really know what I thought I was gonna find in the kitchen cabinets. But I figured I'd look anyway. Bullets? Oh, you too? Well, stay safe. If there are anxiety, hopefully it passes quickly. Yeah, so far so good. It's calmed down here for the moment, so it should be fine. We just had like a week-long rain, which has been kind of awful. But, you know, we make do. Considering I'm busting through apartments, having this grenade launcher in my back pocket probably isn't gonna work out great for me. Considering I've already blown myself up with it once. Another locked apartment. God damn it. I'm running out of metal sprues. Hello? Aha! Information. Somebody's random letter that may or may not be useful to anything that I'm doing. Hello? Shotgun shells randomly in among the shirts. Metal sprue? Well, that refunded me my lockpick, so that's good. And yeah, obviously the alarm clocks are for making timed bombs. We could also make fire bombs that way. Let's make these timed explosives. I feel like they might come in handy. This, I presume, is the room 5. Yep, right there. Very heavily guarded door. Let's see what that specific one says. Oh, I guess that's the patrol orders? Vacancy, one room, bedroom, deluxe apartments for rent, only steps away from the shopping and... Yeah. Okay, there's two different people... There's two different vacancies. Okay. Mr. Frona, as we regret, we cannot offer you any more extensions on debts to our security staff for the protection we've provided your company. Mr. Salah has been patient in allowing you to continue conducting your business in spite of this. Since we understand sales have been weak, we would like to offer you a chance to pay off your debts by offering you a new career with Farik Gold. While it will require long-term relocation for you, the pay is excellent. Many have already signed up and are happily working in the West. I will be by later to discuss us, but naturally we will not take no for an answer. Hanif Hassan. Well. Surprise. No?
This must be Hassan's apartment. The safe should be around here somewhere.
He must be off having that conversation with someone. Steal his alarm clock too, because I can. Ooh, another note. Quickly scribbled one. Mr. Salah's got me on call again. He's paranoid about surveillance on his phone lines and wants me to make sure nothing's bugged. He thinks I have nothing better to do. I'll be right on the back of Fanaz's scooters if you urgently need me. That's after I pop into the Naga L to calm my nerves. Yes, there's a meal keeping warm in the oven. Look at that. Being a reasonable person. Oh yeah. I'm just gonna steal that. Don't mind me. Spies gotta eat after all. Head security officer, look at that. Real stand-up guy. Hiding a safe under his bed, because, you know, that's what you do as a expert in security, right? Put your safe in the most obvious place.
Bingo. The blueprints aren't here, Kim. I have Hassan's work schedule and a passcode to some underground club called the Golden Nargile. Seems our player's a bad boy.
We must have the plans with him. Get to the club and track him down. Out.
Really just a hell of a wild goose chase going on here, I gotta tell you. We also probably should close up that safe. Yeah, that's kind of what I figured. You know, why didn't we just do that? You know, just thinking about it, why didn't we just use the plastic explosives we found earlier to blast our way in here ourselves instead of going through the sewers? It's not like we've been particularly subtle on this whole adventure so far anyway. Would have been much faster. Well, that just seems unnecessary. But you know what? Fine. You wanna play like that? I can play like that. Yeah, not so funny when I do it, is it? I don't know how he lived through that grenade going off next to him, but he probably wasn't there when the grenade went off.
Leave me alone, please.
Oh, hey, you lived. Look at that. I'm just gonna loot this body next to you. You can have whatever's left.
Leave me alone, please.
I'm taking this, though. This is mine. Broke my perfectly good new TV. Now it's personal. It was just previously owned by one person who I stole it from. And I stole it fair and square before they shot it out of my hands. Oh, let me guess. The club is the place with the intercom that I just was at earlier. Just gonna let that happen for a second. No, not gonna blow up that easily. There you go. Avoid that backfiring on me later. In entrance.
Password.
Swordfish.
You may pass.
Oh, of course, the classic.
Hanif Hassan.
He's not here. Go look, please.
He's not here, huh? But you're telling me to go look. Which is true? Is he here, or are you telling me to go look for him so that you can have plausible deniability about me going and finding him because of you? I may or may not have accidentally thrown a grenade in the room I was standing in and somehow came out of it fine. Good news, he has perfect deniability about having told me anything now that he's pieces all over the wall. You know, I get the feeling maybe this place might be going through it a little bit. Might be decoration. You are so lucky those bullets didn't go where they were supposed to. That one did. Look at you guys setting up a crossfire for me when I walk in the room. Look at you being smart. Ow, why is everything exploding? Oh, that's why. The area behind me was designed to explode. So that didn't work.
I've got to get out of here. There's been a slight mishap over here. Is there a back entrance to the Golden Nargile?
The plans I have aren't that detailed. You'll have to find one yourself. Are you okay?
Turns out
Ask
this
me
was
that
a
in
trap.
another hour. Out.
Place was rigged to blow up behind me. It's like they knew I was gonna be here or something. And that's suspicious. Real shame that this thing doesn't bounce in the slightest. Got that one. Another one. Music suddenly got real serious. Also really loud. So hold that thought. Actually, do I have independent volume controls? I know I looked before, but that doesn't mean I trusted what I looked at before. The answer is no, I do not. So let me knock the audio down again. Also, no sooner did I mention that the rain had stopped, did the rain come back now. I swear, every time I talk about it, the rain either turns on or off. I don't know how to feel about that. Thank you for the bullets. I'm gonna need them for killing your friends. No idea of how these timed explosives are gonna work, whether I like throw them or what. So that might complicate matters in the future. Staying low because I assume there's still more doings transpiring around here. Doesn't seem like there actually is anymore. I think we're good. Aha, stairs. Checkpoint. It's a good thing you guys are lousy shots. I'd be dead a long time ago if you guys knew which end of the gun to point at me. Now let's find out. Okay, yeah, you still throw them. They just take a little longer to go off. Which is impressive considering the grenades took a long time too. So that takes care of that. Good thing I threw a bomb over here. There was quite a few of them. Though I think I shot most of them, admittedly. But, you know, we take what we can get. Like Molotovs, we take those. Speaking of, we got a bunch of those. We may as well make use of them. Bathroom? Ladder. Don't know why you've got an escape ladder out from the bathroom, but, you know, I'm not gonna judge. People sometimes make such terrible messes in these bathrooms, I wouldn't mind having an escape hatch out of them.
In 1952 in Switzerland, there was a meeting of a very select group of men drawn from the various military disciplines active during the war, and this is what was said. We are now in the midst of what they're calling a Cold War. This is an immense game of chess, where the two superpowers tamper with the countries in between them to alter the overall balance of power. The two superpowers have nuclear weapons. So do some of their chess pieces. More will have them soon. In 60 years' time, there will be 6 billion people on Earth. More than half of them will live in abject poverty, and poverty breeds war. These men who had fought and survived World War II looked at each other and said, "Here is the evidence. We will not survive World War III. We will not have the luxury of bringing our wisdom to its aftermath, for everyone on Earth will already be dead." This is John Gray, who had thrilled to H.G. Wells' pointed fable of the future, and these were his wings over the world.
I assume referring to the pilot from earlier in the previous cutscene then. Just gotta go find us some blueprints. My knees.
Kim, I'm in an alleyway at the back of the Golden Nargile. There's a butcher's shop directly in front of me. Once I have the blueprints, we can RV back here.
Is it secure?
Checking now. Out.
You know, thinking about it, based on one of the notes we read, which I no longer have, we actually knew where Hassan was gonna be because he'd mentioned two different places he was gonna be: the Golden Nargile and the back of a place around here, whose name is escaping me right now. We probably should have checked there instead of going straight to the Nargile. Oh well. Information. Are you trapped in your job with no real chance to get ahead? Do you dream of traveling to excited places for good pay? Then apply now at Freak Gold Warehouse. We are a highly successful company that specializes in the logistical distribution of quality souvenirs. No experience necessary. All inquiries to the office of Ikan al-Salah. Welp. They clearly advertise well, don't they?
Kim, there's only one ground floor entrance to the butcher's shop down a long alley. Should be easy to secure.
Understood. Be very careful now, Andy. You're right by the main compound. I'm closing and cleaning the safe house. I'll maintain radio
I feel like it was better
silence
cover
until I'm in
before.
position. Out.
I suppose it's wider cover now. Oh, that was a window behind him. This grenade launcher really hasn't been paying off at all, I gotta tell you. Anyway, you know, subtlety. Ow! Fine. You can have some too. Got one that time. Should've used the grenade launcher there. It takes so long for the projectile to arrive that I am getting less and less willing to trust it. How'd I end up on smoke grenades instead of my Molotovs on that note? Because that also would have been a good choice for that situation. Assuming I could throw them that far. Yeah, you know, just stroll towards the guy pointing a gun at you. Don't run. Don't like take cover. No, just slowly stroll towards him, not even firing your weapon. Brilliant. That is one thing I have to note is the enemy AI in this game seems to be a little bit stupid. Like, they have flashes of brilliance, and then they go back to being dumb as a brick. Case in point. That's a machine gun that he's on. And he's dead now. They have their own grenade launchers, and they just blew their buddy up with it. I almost feel like I should have kept that guy alive. He was an asset to me, killing his friends like that. Yeah, I have to imagine his armor was a bit worse for wear, considering I had to riddle him with bullets. Memo. Probably important. What do we got? Memo from Farik Souvenirs to Hanif Hassan to... Oh, no. Farik Souvenirs from Hanif Hassan to all security employees. While an upgrade of the phone lines is planned this year, enough stress cannot be placed upon the need for caution in choosing your words when calling to or from the warehouse. Remember that to stay at the top of the souvenir business, we must make every effort to keep business matters confidential. Otherwise known as keep the illegal shit hidden, you fools. Where did this guy's body go? He just disappeared. Huh. Got some more plastic explosive in here. Yeah, you know what? Why not? Might be fun. I may make use of that at some point. I might not. Oh, I thought the game crashed for a second.
Huh? Who the hell are you? Please, don't kill me.
I need the blueprints to the compound.
I can't give you those. Salah will cut my tongue out.
The plans, or I'll get there well before him. Where are they?
All right, all right. Now, please, leave me.
Bye. What a shame that he had a horrible
The
accident.
blueprints, Kim.
Nice work, Andrew. Now get back here. I'm at the RV. Out.
Surveillance devices as well. Go ahead and just, you know, pop one of those on there. May as well. Sure, that'll come in handy at some point. Interesting how I can hop off of there and be fine. He falls down and he dies. Then again, he did fall on his back. Probably also on his neck. Real shame that. Wow, you guys repopulated over here real fast, didn't you? I don't feel like that conversation took that long. See, that guy had the right idea. Run at me shooting, not just run at me staring at me. As much as it's an asset these guys are bad at their jobs, it really is distracting when they keep setting off explosives. Who's in front of me like that? The machine gun kept blocking the bullets. Anybody else want some? Somebody else wants some. There he is. I just couldn't see him because I was crouched before, so he was mostly obscured. Something else is still happening. God damn it. Not even bullets I can use. God damn it. Grenade launcher. These guys are just kind of chilling, huh? Here. I love how he starts to run away when the grenade's flying towards him. Like, oh, no, 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 boom. And this guy just comes wandering out like, hey, what happened? Like, their brains just kind of break sometimes, and I don't know what to do with that information. Hello? Fun fact, grenade launchers are not good for close quarters combat. Especially not when you're high above your target and don't want to aim down. All these guys with their empty pockets. Maybe this warehouse business doesn't pay as well as they claim. Then again, I suppose I wouldn't be looting for cash. Huh? Hi.
Kim, good to see you.
Okay, good. At least you're gonna close the door.
You don't look too bad for a one-man war zone.
Salah's men didn't seem that pleased to see me.
The blueprints?
Here.
Great work. Let's take a look at them.
Okay, looks like you have two possible points of entry. Over the compound perimeter wall, which is electrified, or through this warehouse near the checkpoint covering the main road. It's linked to the tunnels underneath Salah's compound.
I'm so glad we get to see
My
this.
first choice would be through the warehouse. There's more cover and less chance of being fried.
But we'd have to get you down the road first, during which time you'd be very exposed. The best point of entry over the fence is right next to this building. If I were to create a distraction, you'd be able to slip in quickly and quietly. At the moment, I'm their only target. I want to keep it that way.
And what about the electricity?
Look, the generator for the compound is in a secure unit here on the main road. If I can get in there and take out the generator, you should be able to get over without frying. Salar's men will be so busy wondering what's happened on the road, they won't notice you slipping over the wall. Should work well for us.
It is a natural distraction.
Once I'm in, we'll follow strict radio silence. Until I'm out of the building, I'm going
You
to
keep
keep
saying
everything
that.
exposed.
Understood. You've brought some shaped charges.
Yes, radio triggered. Over there. Picked up some hardware as well if you want it. Your choice, big man.
Okay. You ready?
As a pig at a barbecue. I'll cover you as you head down the road.
Interesting word
I'll
choice
only
after
trigger
talking
the
about being
shaped charges
fried.
when you're clear of the generator.
Let's get on with it.
Now, what's this hardware you're talking about? Ooh. I'm interested in this. Hee. This'll be a fun toy to play around with. I did that thing again where I threw a grenade by accident. For those wondering, I keep resting my finger on R2 because I'm used to doing that. And every now and then I just kind of pinch it just a little too hard. Not to mention that usually being, you know, the shoot button. Howdy, Charlotte. How you doing? Ah, that's where the machine gun is. So far, so good here. Goodbye, machine gun. Oh, good. Kim is actually shooting. Look at that. I disagree with that not hitting. That one made sense to miss. But, you know, twitchy console control sticks. There's another guy somewhere in there. Or did Kim shoot him already? Hard to say. I meant to go somewhere from here? Probably not yet. Look at him changing direction like that's gonna save him. He thinks he's clever. But the ads are about to hit, so I'll be getting up here in a moment and we will be changing games. So, ads are here, so back in just a moment, y'all. Back to business. Now, Cold Winter was pretty good. I might actually look into that one again more in the future. But we'll put that away for now and move on down the list. Now, the fun question is, which one out of the list did I want to do next? Yeah, you know what? I saw that one first. We're doing that one then. Quick change to the text. Also probably don't need the blood warning anymore. At least not as much. We'll leave it just in case for the moment, and then we'll deal with it as it happens. Changing games so often, though, is why I don't have anything specifically listed on the Twitch section